Nu är nya Casumo.com här. Just nu får du dubbelt på kontot och 110 gratis chanser att vinna storkovan. Casumo, ett casino. Casumo.com.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Although we don't quite have any players on the server, we're still getting ready here with Virtus.pro and Dignitas. Best of one game for the ESEA Invite League. So welcome to the show. This is Ruan Fire and I'm Anders, and of course Semler and Vendetta are with me here, although Semler's currently waiting to join the new Mumble. I think, Vendetta, you've made it on here, so hopefully the sound is a little bit better on this one.
Hope so. I guess, well, we need to find some first off, I guess.
We do need to find Semler. For some reason, sometimes when we switch... Well, we have like a couple of different Mumble servers we use, and they seem to work for about a week or two, and then they start being weird for one of us. So hopefully this one works, otherwise we'll try and work on the issue. But yeah, definitely welcome back to the stream, guys. Invite your friends back in and let's enjoy some great Counter-Strike action here. This is going to be an interesting game on Train as well, which is another one of those maps that we're not really sure how much the teams have been practicing because it's been out of the map pool for the major tournaments, just like the last one on Season. So I guess we'll find out how that's all going to turn out. I didn't mention this earlier, but we do have still our giveaway going on at the bottom of the page. You can click the Facebook raffle down there. It says raffle on the button, so just click it like the Facebook page and you can win an Asus GeForce graphics card. So don't forget about that either. Still going on, and it's really easy to participate in. So yeah, that's one thing. But that, I mean, Vendetta, you were arguing for Season not being such a bad map, and I guess that 16-14 game, that was enjoyable.
Yeah. Even though most teams haven't any set strats that they can bust out, I guess, when they desperately need to, which I guess was the case for Dignitas at the end there. But it's still an enjoyable map, and as with most things, at least in the CS community, new things are scary, and we normally don't like new things, but I think this is one of the maps that we should at least try to embrace and see how it plays out, because it led to a lot of entertaining games in CSS.
I mean, I'm all for the variety, and I think even if the teams didn't have super elaborate strategies on Season just now, I think we still got to see some really interesting things, right? Just with the bomb being in one end of the map with the 4 players on the other end, that's something you don't really see on any other map actually. I think the most heavy faking we see is usually on, I guess Inferno is well known for it.
Yeah.
Another map that we sometimes see it on, only with a few sort of select teams, but could be something like Mirage, where sometimes we see a crazy team go for like 2 people B and 3 people A. But generally, spending the majority of your force on the fake and only, allocating 1 or 2 people to the actual important part of the push that's a huge risk, huge investment.
Yeah, and a lot of it comes down to how you're going to be able to potentially hold a bomb site in an after plant with, I guess, being a man down or 2 men down for that matter, all depending on how many people you try to or you put onto selling the fake on the other bomb site. And I think Season is a map that can allow you to actually defend pretty nicely in a situation where you are a man down. And I think also a map like Train, which is obviously not in most map pools as of right now, but that's also a map where you can allow to more or less send a duo or a trio of people towards one bomb site and still focus on putting the bomb down somewhere else.
You can, and we see that a lot. I love Train, by the way. I think Train is a fantastic map. I can see how this version can have some issues, so I don't actually mind that Valve are looking to remake it. But I still have there's a special place in my heart for Train, so I'm looking forward to seeing it a little bit more here.
It's been really interesting, hasn't it? I mean, is my sound any better?
It certainly sounds better to me. Yes.
Yeah, I don't hear any crackling, so
okay. Well, hopefully Robo Semler is gone. Sorry about that, everybody. It was a bit of a problem with the Mumble server for some reason. I was getting lagged to it. But all right, talking about the map, it feels like it was just getting a little bit more interesting towards the end. I suppose it depends on like what you call interesting, but the fact that it wasn't just CT side getting like 12 rounds per half, 11 rounds per half consistently. It was actually starting to get like to a point where T-side teams were actually starting to feel a bit more comfortable. They were ironing out their strats, and they were starting to get like 6-7 rounds on the T-side, right? So it felt like the map was getting a bit more entertaining that way, but it seems like everybody, you know, the general consensus is, well, if we can veto it, we're going to veto it because we just don't want to play it, kind of like Nuke. So, you know, Valve taking it out, they just wanted to shift things up, you know, get Cobble, get Overpass in the pool, get Cash in there as well. Train comes out, they work on it a little bit, and maybe we see it in the next, we see it back in the next mission. Or the next operation, rather.
I would enjoy that. I mean, I know there's been a couple of attempts. Volcano, the American Counter-Strike player, and also Mapmaker, and just generally all around terrific guy. Volcano is so cool. If you ever meet Volcano in real life, go and say hi to him. Sal is just a thoroughly pleasant human being. But he's also very good at making maps and very good at playing the game, by the way, too. He's a professional player, so he has a very good input and a very good angle to look at these maps. And he actually went for a remake that was used for a while in the American scene, where you can actually duck under the trains like you could in 1.6. Now, whether or not that's the solution, it's not really up to me to decide if that's going to be the answer for fixing train, but I do wish that Valve would, you know, call up Sal at some point and ask him, you know, what his input is, because I think it's valuable, basically.
He definitely has a keen eye for what makes a map good and competitive play. And obviously, he's one of the guys who've played CS since the dawn of time. He's kind of like Natio in a sense. Because he's been around forever. He's played in the legendary 3D teams, all that good stuff. So he definitely knows what he's doing. And I think that's definitely something that Valve should look into. You know, pick up the phone or call him on Skype, I guess, since we're in a modern world. But yeah, definitely have a chat with him and listen to some of his ideas. I really like the fact that he tried to redo Train, but I think some of the model usage just didn't quite pan out the way I hoped it would. But I'm not really sure if that's down to Volcano more the hammer editor than anything else.
You still have, I mean, it's not like Valve are against using the like pro input, you know, FM Pwn, FMP1, you know, however you want to call them. You know, it's like Cash, Nuke, Volcano helped there as well. Like they're, you know, if you redesign the map and then get the skins looking good, Valve, it's not like Valve are against it. It's just like you have to make sure that the map looks up to snuff, right? Up to standard.
That is kind of an issue though for quite a few maps, because obviously you want a map to look aesthetically pleasing, but I think if you had a pro designing a map or deciding how the textures would look like and whatnot, he would go for, well, gameplay ability, right? Like he would want to optimize gameplay, and he'd keep it as clean as possible. He wouldn't have a bush here and some grass roots there and a tree planted to the left and
black plastic bags.
And a cool poster on the wall. He wouldn't have that stuff. He'd just have a wall. It's going to be this color, and it's going to make it so any type of model isn't going to fade in to the background of that wall. And if it accomplishes that, then he's happy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that's why the alliance between FM Pwn and Volcano, that, you know, worked on Cash, for instance, has been a pretty successful one, because one takes care of the gameplay aspect and one takes care of the aesthetic aspect, and that seems to work out pretty well. A bit of a restart on the server here, reloading the map in, so don't panic too much, guys. We should be on the way with the game on Train here between Virtus.pro and Dignitas. So definitely invite your friends and keep following the channel, guys. I think right now we're up at almost 214,000 followers, but we want to keep climbing as much as we can, and we definitely do appreciate it. Actually, Samuel, I can't remember if I forgot to ask you because we're so damn busy, but have you noticed that site that's called topstreamers.com?
No, I haven't. Tell me more.
There is a site now called topstreamers.com, and I believe their goal is basically to try and do like a global rankings of like the most popular streamers, something like that. So if you haven't visited it already, definitely go and vote for us. I think our stream is on there somewhere. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it is. So yeah, appreciate it if you do that. I'm not sure if it makes any difference in the real world, but a lot of people have been messaging me recently and saying that that's become like the new Twitch trend for people to try and get votes on that site. So I guess we have to do it too.
Looking at it now, we're number 24.
Yeah, really? Shiver is number 3.
Well, we have to beat Shiver, right?
Yeah, we gotta get up there.
We can't let Dota beat us.
No, that's just not. That's not cool.
You say that, Ben, but you're like a hidden Dota fan. I mean,
I love Dota. Dota's so much fun.
It is. I agree. It's the LoL people we want to beat, right?
I see how this is though. It's basically votes. It's based on votes. It's not taking like stats, for example, as like, you know, who streams the most or gets the most viewers or anything like that. It seems like it's more of a popularity contest.
Well, we want to be. We want to win that popularity contest, don't we?
I think we just crashed the site.
Well, that's how popular we are.
Yeah, we just did a manual DDoS on the site by inviting 22,000 people to join it. So yay, us! That has to mean something.
Does that count for 22,000 votes?
It should, right?
Yep, service unavailable. Well done, guys.
I'm sorry, guys. Apologies extended to topstreamers.com. We did not mean to crash your website. It seems like a cool site. It's very smoothly done. I appreciate that. That's just silly. Let me see if I can get a word from the ESEA admin just to figure out if everything is cool with the players, if we're on the right track. Just to make sure that we're not missing out on anything. The game here should be Virtus.pro and Dignitas, which, I mean, by any reasonable scale, should be an absolutely fantastic game, right? For a number of reasons. First of all, they're just two of the best teams in the world, and we are going to be on train as well. Pasha versus Device, maybe, or maybe Fetish, who knows? Just should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and the fact that both teams actually came out of their first game of the night with a grueling 16-14 loss because VP just played LDLC and didn't quite make it.
They didn't quite make it, right? It was very close, wasn't it? 16-14 or something?
Yeah, so both teams going into this map have just come off a pretty horrifying loss.
Horrifying. Traumatized. Tonight.
Traumatizing loss is probably the better word for it.
I just picture how do Danes handle trauma?
Because
I feel like yeah, exactly. Like Fetish is just gonna go, to his kitchen tonight. He's gonna pull the bottle of vodka out of the fridge. He's gonna go ahead and grab a pack of bacon as well. Not even gonna cook it, just gonna start eating the bacon and just start slamming shots, straight out of the bottle.
Yeah, is that how it happens? If you exchange vodka for beer, you're definitely on the right track. And I think they handle trauma like we handle everything else, just more drinking basically.
I'm surprised you didn't say Fiskerman.
Oh yeah. Oh, I hate that stuff. It's like if somebody took toothpaste and put alcohol into it and tried to serve it to you. It's just
ooh.
It's like how cough medicine tastes in Norway, actually.
Yeah, that's accurate. That's very accurate. I have no idea why people drink it voluntarily. But saying that though, I have noticed that if I get drunk enough, if I reach like a certain level, all of a sudden it's great, and I'm just like, give me more shots of this licorice, nonsense. Yeah, so I don't know. There's definitely something going on there. But in the beginning of the evening, I prefer to take it slow.
Yeah, you don't want to start out your night on that stuff, unless you want to end your night early, I guess.
Well, we'll see. There is because Semler and I are in Stockholm, obviously. Semler's already in Stockholm, but I'm going to be in Stockholm by sometime next week, basically. And I've already had a couple of requests from people saying that we should go have a couple of drinks out. So that's fun. Stockholm is...
We'll definitely do something, dude. We'll definitely do something.
Stockholm is an amazing city. It really is.
I think you guys need to invest in a GoPro camera. Basically, just glue it to one of your...
I don't know if we want to have a record of what happens, man.
We need
sounds like a bad
glue it to
idea.
your forehead some and just see where the night takes us.
That could be really bad.
Could also be really fun for everyone watching. Not as much fun for Sem. Yeah, not as much fun for Sem the day after, but hilarious for everyone else involved.
I mean, to be honest, last time we were out because the last season of Fragbite Masters, which is, by the way, what we're doing in Stockholm. So last season of Fragbite Masters, we broke the online viewer record, and we're planning on breaking it again this season, of course, and I'm sure we will. So we went out to celebrate with the rest of the Fragbite guys, because they're amazing people. And I think 2 or 3 times that evening, we ran into people who recognized us from the stream. One of them was like a guy working the floor at the nightclub. So he was just like collecting bottles and stuff, and he just came up to like, "Oh God, you're the Fragbite guys." That was fun. Yeah. So Stockholm is always worth going to.
You know what happened though? Apparently, ROF screenshot is becoming a cult thing. Because apparently somebody saw me walking on the street the other day. I was on the phone, and he's like, "Dude, did I just see you?" And he was like, "You know what the crazy thing is? Is the first thing that came to my mind was ROF screenshot. The cult is real."
What the hell?
I was like, "Damn, we need to get that emote. We need to get that emote in the chat. Like, it has to happen."
Yeah. Okay. Look, it should be so easy for us to get that emote in there. I have no idea why we haven't done it yet. It's a testimony to how lazy we are on this stream, basically. So we should definitely get something done about it. And we do need Vendetta as an emote, and we need Summoner as an emote too. It's just because we don't want to. It's just because you may not believe us, but in the upcoming days you'll see how hard we've been working, essentially. So there's been a lot on the line. We keep teasing about it, but this time it should be soon, right? Can I say that much, Summoner? Can I tell them it's soon?
TM. Soon TM. Valve soon.
All right.
So Valve soon. Also Valve soon for the emotes.
Yeah.
We got ideas. Now we're just getting the art sorted.
That is exactly right. Man, this game is taking longer than it should, but now at least everyone has joined. So yeah, get your friends involved and let's get this show on the road here. Who do you think is going to win? We're on train. Is it going to be Virtus.pro or Dignitas? Vendetta, you get to go first.
I'm gonna go with VP. VP winning 16-12.
16-12. Okay.
I have no justification behind that. I just thought I'd say it.
Well, kind of when you think about train, you think VP. I mean,
yeah, it was a pretty strong map for them when it used to be in the map pool.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think they just play a pretty efficient CS on their T side as well. So that's probably going to do them a lot of good. I think both teams are going to be somewhat rusty on the map, but
there you go. That's the thing. I'm wondering how, like Season, right, is a map that they don't get to see at all that much. Train, they played a whole lot more of, but at the same time, since it's been removed from the major map pool, how much practice have they actually put in on this map? That's the question. So I mean, it used to be that VP, up there with like Fnatic, etc. Being a very strong team. Navi, those names come to mind when you think Train, but that was months ago. And when it comes to months, that's a lifetime in CS, right? So I'm curious to see how rusty they're going to be, both of them.
Well, we'll find out. Hopefully any second now. I mean, with everyone on the server, it must just be a question of time before we can get it underway. I'm not even sure who the home team is, because in ESEA there's no knife. One team is the home team and they get to pick sides. So on Train, that makes a huge difference, because starting on the CT side can be a big benefit, especially if you win a pistol round. You get up to a couple of AWPs, or so for a lot of teams even better, an AWP and then an auto sniper somewhere else, and you're set, you're rolling. So we'll see if that's going to happen once we get into the game. I'm gonna side with Dignitas. I'm Danish after all, right? So you guys can be on the VP side.
Alright, sounds good. And by the looks of it, it seems like VP are the home team, so they're gonna have the advantage starting in on the CT side.
Whoa, wait. They're going Kevlar. 1 kit. 4 Kevlar on the CT side. No nades picked up? Do they? What?
That's interesting, because it's very easy to use grenades on the people planting on this particular map. So yeah, fun.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, there's 8 Kevlars bought on this map right now. There's 1 smoke picked up on Fetish. You probably went for a full set of nades, but because of the bug, we can't see. But then you have a kit picked up on Neo, and that's it right now. So it's a lot of this is going to come down to the aim fights here. There are going to be no nades to help stop pushes.
Look, Taz
he might be in trouble soon.
Yeah, the 2 people. Oh my god, he picks up the first headshot. The second one, Taz! He's doing this! He's gonna hit 1 more shot, and that's a triple headshot. Taz destroying, wrecking Dignitas. That's a million in a 1. If you run into 3 people like that in a pistol round, this is the 1 time out of a million that Taz does that. Every other time, at most, he gets the first kill. That was sick.
Yeah. That was brilliant. And Taz has been playing better for VP as well. It's great to see that continuing. Neo with a great headshot on device to close that round. But that was all Taz for VP. And a round like that is gonna get you hyped. That's what gets you started on the right foot, and that's what gets your blood pumping for the rest of the team as well. So VP now off to a terrific start. And this is going to be a little shaky here for Dignitas, because that's definitely not how you want to be starting your first round of this map. Getting 3 guys picked off 1 at a time by 1 guy. That's no good.
Absolutely not. And we talked about this a tiny bit while we were waiting for the game to start. This is a map where you can see splits happening, and there we saw a planned fake towards that A bomb site with those 3 people waiting in D outside.
Oh, Neo getting caught out, and Dignitas even jumping over each other to try and get to the kill first here. Fetish taking a fight. Viali actually a little bit odd in the open, but it doesn't matter. VP with a really quick rotation. Who was that coming up from behind? I think that was Taz again coming up from behind really fast. So even if Dignitas had got another kill somehow in that A courtyard, it wouldn't have been enough. They would have been flanked and sandwiched in very quickly. So 2 good rounds from Virtus.pro.
Really solid. And that was just anti-eco right there. Dignitas actually taking a lot of nade damage and getting kind of bogged down. But you could tell they were just, okay, we're going to take the bomb down Squeak, or rather down Pop Dog, and just head on out into the A site and hope for the best, right? And Neo just stood his ground long enough to give VP the time to get in position. So, again, it looks like it's going to be a bit of the same here from Team Dignitas. They're just going to YOLO straight out onto the A site.
A lot of damage done to Pasha, but he's still alive here. Device taking a fight as well. He's jockeying down behind. And that's the only kill they're going to get on Neo. So he died last round, died this round too. But overall, 3 really good rounds in a row here for Virtus.pro. 2 of their members haven't even died yet. So they're going to be building up a bit of an economy. And now Dignitas can afford the rifles. And Device can even buy an AWP and armor here. So yeah, and he will. Makes sense.
He's got a pretty good spawn as well. So he might go for the peek towards alley.
Yeah, are they going to boost up? ESEA's running in front. I wonder if they're going to go for the fence boost here, which is a very popular thing, something we see Dignitas do a fair bit. But no, he's just going to be walking in, the smoke us up, and now they're going to be falling back. So no AWP on the VP side, but I guess that'll come later if they feel they need to.
That's an option. That's an option. Bialy's got a position looking into team main here as well. Sipnik's about to crouch in, and Sipnik comes out way ahead in that exchange. Bialy almost gets caught there. So 7 HP left on Bialy. No kill for Dignitas, but still some information gained. They're still spread out quite far around the map, but look at Dupree's positioning now. He's about to walk into 2 members of VP, double stacked there at the lower ramp onto the B site, and that is a great hold from VP. That works perfectly.
That's kind of what we expected to see from Dignitas in the pistol round, except that time around Taz picking up the 3K.
Oh, Snacks is very low. Bialy's very low, so there's a big chance that Danish team could come back and still take this round if they find the right players to actually attack. But it's not easy because Virtus.pro keeping them a little bit back. You know, Snacks is all the way back here by the ramp at B, and Bialy is sort of in the middle of the bomb site at A. So it's hard. Right now, Virtus.pro are using the people with the most health up front, and that's a good idea. But Fetish still picks up the 1 kill here. And now there's a big opening. 25 seconds. They're going to go for the bomb site. And right now it's a 4-on-4. Neo redoing to the back of the site here. Trying to see if he can pick up anybody. AC's already made his way through. And this should be a bomb plant for Sipniks. They can't stop it.
They can't actually stop it. Good smoke down to block off alley as well. Neo not able to land any shots there. And Snacks is now trying to push forward. Instant headshot on Sipniks. Great work there. And the goal between Neo and Fetish. Just mad spray. And Neo comes out ahead. It's into a 2-on-2 now. But there's still solid defense here for Dignitas. They just can't make it stick. Snacks and Neo flank him out. And they win their respective duels.
Yeah,
that looked weird. I thought Neo was going to die at least 4 times that round. But for some reason, he's immune to bullets.
He said, enough is enough. I died the first 2 rounds. Like, it's not happening again.
Well, it's actually kind of fitting that his nickname is Neo, because he was dodging bullets.
It's very true. And I noticed, by the way, that Neo's knife, I think he called it Cube Sky. So can anyone figure out why that is?
Well, isn't it...
Okay, this is some, like, really...
His last name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure Neo's last name is Kupski, right? Philip Kupski.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm guessing somebody at some point did like an English version of it and it became Cube Sky. So that made me smile. Obviously, he's not going to show us his knife now, but I'm pretty sure it is. That made me smile. I'm assuming that's like a fun variation of his own last name.
I'm just wondering if Pasha still has Poland Power as his knife name.
Yeah, but that's certainly also a really great name for a knife. But I think he changed it at some point. Maybe.
Yeah, I think he did. I don't think he's running with the red gut knife anymore. But right now, Team Dignitas are kind of setting up. They've got 3 guys looking towards that A site. Device is about to sneak his way out onto the B site. Snacks instantly catches him from upper, though. But this is all on the A site Ivy right now. And Neo, or Bialy rather, taking the peek and actually getting out alive. Great play from him so far.
And a great headshot as well. AC's very low on health. Just this Ivy defense is working out great right now for Virtus.pro. And Dignitas not making any kind of headway at the moment. Pasha misses a shot there. And actually, Dupree's still going to go down now. It's Fetish in a 1-on-4. Now, I would like to give a bit of a shout out anyway to what Device did over here. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the Molotov went down on Device when he was sneaking down the ramp. And he actually kept walking. Because if he had been running in, if he'd started running to get out of the fire, they would have instantly known that he was there. But he kept walking into the bomb site. That takes a little bit of sort of mental presence to do that. So that was very cool. He didn't get anything for it. He got instantly shot down, but it was still just the strength to do that is pretty cool.
Courage. Oh, and Taz is going to get rushed down. It's just a full-on straight B push here coming out from Dignitas. They dropped the bomb carrier, however, Virtus.pro, so now this actually loses a lot of its punch. Team Dignitas still need to try and get their hands on that bomb, but the defense is solid now. VP, 4 members alive, taking the fights at range and winning them until Dupree gets the kill, and Device gets one as well.
Oh, yeah. 1 deke happening. They're very low on health. Device is going to rotate all the way around, so a big mental game here, but there's no bomb plant yet, so this is still going to be very tough. 1-on-2 for Device against 2 fully health members here for Virtus.pro.
Neo is going to get up close as well. Question is, does Device actually cash him out here? No, Neo is able to react in time and get that frag, so good stabilization there from VP, actually managing to get control of the situation again once Team Dignitas did manage to get in there, but really dropping that bomb carrier, having the bomb carrier be like the 3rd man through, worked against Team Dignitas because VP just dropped that bomb, and then all of a sudden Team Dignitas, they can't get that plant that they were looking for. VP with the defense, just too solid.
Well, Vendetta, what's the play now for Virtus.pro? They've lost 6 rounds in a row, which is actually not... It's not a disastrous thing when you're on the T side of train, but still, how do they start picking up around here?
I completely agree with what they're currently doing. Basically doing the most standard thing known to man on train, which is a 2-1-2. So basically you'll have Sipnix and Device here up in apps. They're going to be working towards basically black holes for the beginning of the round, see if they can get a pick, which they did this round, which is really nice for them. And then they're going to rotate back towards Pop Dog and eventually set up for a set push towards Yard altogether.
Oh, defense boost here that I was talking about earlier, almost being utilized by Fetish. If maybe Pasha repeats, there's a chance that they could get this kill. But already they've traded over by the B bomb site. Taz weirdly went down. Looked like Taz should have had that kill, but they got the return anyway. Nice shot onto Bialy there. ESEA opening up, and he's going to get Pasha as well. This is a big opening, and this should definitely be the round for the terrorist side. Neo taking down Fetish and looking for more. Still no bomb plant happening. In fact, they're going to have to go back and pick up the bomb here. They might end up at the B bomb site, and if they do, there's not going to be a lot of time left. But Snacks, he has 11 1-on-1, and he's in a 1-on-3 here. He's going to go down. It's Device who finds him. Triple for AZ, double for Device, and finally Dignitas are on the board.
That was still a costly round for them in a sense. For Dignitas, they're going to have to spend quite a bit of money, but they're going to have enough in the bank, actually, to go ahead. Even if they were to lose this round, I think they're going to have enough to go and maybe get a force on the board in the next one, so it's not the end of the world here. Whereas VP, they're actually kind of on the break. They've got 2 guys with $3,000, but the other 3 are very broke right now, so VP kind of on the fence. They have to come in big, and Neo going for the Scar 20 and already managing to tag Dupree down at team main is a good start.
Shooting him in the feet. What an evil person. But Dupree, I mean, the auto sniper is good enough that even shooting people in the feet is terrifying. And that's another thing that we were talking about earlier. AWPs are great on this map, but auto snipers, they work just as well. Pioneered all the way back in the dawn of time by Get Right on NIP. That actually not so much in this position, but over by the train here at the B bomb site.
Well, Get Right's position is kind of it's not as powerful anymore, right? Snacks is going to get caught peeking by Device, but because of that little upper lip in Brown Halls, you don't actually have to worry about Get Right's position so much anymore because you can basically walk above that angle that Get Right used to hold. So it demands, VP would have to take like a much more aggressive position to play Get Right style now. Fetish, not sure if Pasha spotted him there at Ivy. I think he did.
Well, maybe he did. It's a 4-on-4 right now, and Neo sneaking up from behind. That should have been a great kill. AZ, long range. That's a sickening headshot. And now he's going to go for a second one, and AZ is just having his way with Virtus.pro right now. And that's what Dignitas needs. Sipnix almost getting caught by Bialy, but this is going to be a bomb plant for the terrorist side. Taz coming up from Pop Dog, looking for the kill here on Sipnix, and we'll pick it up. And look at that. Taz just wrecking them. Look at that. He even thought there were more players alive. He said, how did we retake the bomb site so quickly? But they did. Taz really on fire right here. So, yeah, AC may have been playing well that round, but Taz landed some, well, at least just as good headshots, and that's going to be 7-1. And there it is.
And they saved the Scar 20 as well. Taz delaying the defuse long enough to allow Bialy to run over there and pick that up. AK for Taz, and VP stabilized. Once again, they do manage to avoid going into an awkward force buy eco situation. Now it's going to be Team Dignitas' turn to sweat a little bit here because they're about to spend nearly all of their money re-equipping. Pretty much all their money, that's it. So if they lose this, Team Dignitas are going to be hard-pressed in the round to come.
Is that Crow we have in the chat? You guys know who Crow is, right?
Sounds familiar.
The guy who opens like cases on streams here? It's great fun. Shout out to you, Crow. That's a really fun stream, if you haven't seen it yet. Entertaining. All right, Pasha over here by Ivy looking down. And 7-1 is, I mean, Virtus.pro, it's not, I don't think they planned it, but if you were going to plan a really cool way to win, the first half of Train, it's not that bad winning 7 rounds in a row, then letting the other team get a single round, and then go back to winning again.
That's the evil way of doing it, right?
Yeah.
Didn't quite work out for VP, seeing how Dignitas did manage to get a bomb plant, though, so they are going to be able to buy up. But it definitely takes its toll on the economy of Dignitas, and they more or less need to win this round.
Yeah, at this point, there's no getting around it. They're running out of room, basically. And if they let VP get past that 10-round mark, get into the 11-round territory, VP are also very good on the T side of trade. So, Team Dignitas, it's now or never essentially for them. And Dignitas, or Fetish rather, has already eaten a nade to begin with, dropped him down to half HP. They're setting up for this B play. Taz is still in position, however. He's going to be looking for ESEA on upper right now. Not sure if he's going to find the angle though, because that smoke is down, and now Ace is going to be able to get the drop on Taz. Perfect timing there for AC.
Nicely played here once again, and a second headshot. I mean, AC's really the main driving force of Dignitas right now. He gets a great double entry. Finally, he's going to get taken down here by Snags, who then gets dealt with by Fetish. Long range, so Pasha and Bialy, they don't actually have a lot of money. I'm not sure why they're going for this 2-on-4. Fetish is going to take care of one more, and Sipnix comes in with a kill. Vendetta, why did they give up those 2 rifles?
Well, they were kind of committed already. I think they would have had a hard time of actually backing out, especially with the position that Sipnix had. Sipnix would have definitely been able to see one of the VP members and probably hear the second one as well. I guess they could have taken the risk and figured that Dignitas don't want to give away too many, or potentially give away too many weapons themselves, seeing the money situation they find themselves in, but I don't really think it's that big of a deal. 1 eco and you'll be good to go again for VP.
Annoying start to the round. Taz picking up device.
Seems like pistols again. Taz, I mean, that's the thing, right? Taz Brown Halls give him a pistol and he gets kills perhaps he shouldn't be getting, for example. So he's clearly woken up.
It's been working out pretty well for him so far. Still have quite a bit of a mountain to climb, though, if they want to win this round. No real damage being dealt to, well, any of them players on the server right now, barring Taz and Device. So Dignitas are just really taking it slowly. They don't want to throw around, around that they really should be able to win without too much problems.
Actually, I imagine if Virtus.pro managed to win this eco round away, then that might just break Dignitas entirely. Like, that would break their backs. Imagine how painful that would be. Pasha all the way back here. Scout is going to take down AC, and almost actually could have got the second shot there. Headshot from Bialy. Dupree is next in line. Virtus.pro. Oh my god, Bialy by Electric. That's a headshot mid-air. Absolutely ridiculous. And now Fetish, well, already being fired away here. Bialy looking for the triple, and he's going to get it as well. That's monstrous.
You gotta give it to Bialy. That second frag. I mean, already getting the one that popped off the ladder. He gets the initial shot, keeps his cool, gets the first frag, but the second one, what a headshot! Mid-air, arcing towards Electric Box, and he still gets him. And that was just one shot as well. It's just like, oh, the instant reaction, no thought involved. But VP, that's the worst thing that could happen right now. Team Dignitas have to go for a force buy. They've got 2 guys on pistols. Nades picked up on them, but they've only got 3 rifles to work with. Whereas VP have now stabilized. They've got money again.
Wow. Yeah, Dignitas kind of forced it up in this round. 3 AKs and 2 pistols. I think they're starting to feel like this first half is getting out of control, and they need more than the 2 rounds they have.
I'm still smiling. That Bialy shot, insane. Well, this is definitely going to rattle Dignitas quite a bit, and you can see they're just kind of slow playing it. It seems like they're going to focus on the B site this time around. They're wrapping back around through white halls into the brown halls, and this should be a bit of a push towards the B site. And they were hesitating for a second, but now they go.
They're rushing in here. Taz may be in a good position. If he can pick up the first kill and the guys coming in, that's going to be huge. And actually, he won't. Sipnix will get the return frag, so now they're a man down. Snags still hiding at the edge of the smoke, and, well, Snags near smoke is always a big worry for anyone on the other side, because he just has, like, a sixth sense with that stuff. He's still going to go down to Dupree, though, and that's a 3-on-2 retake. Dupree doing a lot of work here at the back of site, and even better is Fetish coming up from behind with the Deagle. Neo senses it, and it's actually going to take him down. Huge game sense from Neo.
Yeah, only thing is that Device is in a pretty good position now to stop this defuse from happening. They need to get somebody on that bomb, and Neo is there. He fakes it, though, and he's going to get it. Oh, my God. He walks out behind Pasha. They had no idea.
What did we just see? Oh, my God. That was funny. I'm sorry. That was very funny. 8-3. Vendetta, what do you think about the game so far?
It's been pretty entertaining. We've seen a lot of cool frags and whatnot so far. As expected, we haven't seen too many strategies being pulled off as of right now. But yeah, they're still providing some entertaining CS.
You definitely are. And this time it's a lot more speed on the Dignitas side here. They're rushing down into the B-bomb site looking for Taz, and they're going to get him in spite of Taz. Again, I think being in a good position, they just can't hold the bomb site. Now, the one hope is Neo coming up from behind, but he's going to get a headshot on Dupree. They even knew he was coming because he already got the one kill. Now it's down in CT spawn. Device walking into Pasha. If Device picks this kill, it's going to be huge, but he won't. Virtus.pro coming out on top of every situation right now.
They're winning all the duels, but this bomb is still down. They are going to get the flank on AC, who was looking towards the short train, and now it's going to be Neo just getting up here. Different position this time. Fetish is going to be coming in from lower, but in the end, he decides to back off and hold on to the gear and the gun. 1v3, trying to stop that bomb plant is going to be too much for him now.
Yeah, but he still has to get away from the bomb. All right, there it is. I was going to say, they actually do need to defuse, sorry, but still felt like they were taking a little bit too long to do that. Maybe they wanted to make sure that he was actually out of there. 9-3, though, and moving into the 13th round. And Dignitas can't really buy. I think if they could somehow make this like 10-5 Dignitas, there's still a decent chance. But I think if they get less than 5 rounds, it's going to be a little bit too tricky.
They could be able to work if they get the pistol, because then it would be back to 11-7 potentially. So I think that's something they can work with, especially with how good Dignitas normally are on their CT sides.
Yeah, that's the big point to make, right? That like you can never count Dignitas out once they swap over to that CT side. Question is, VP are just so good and aggressive on their T sides that I'm wondering if Dignitas could weather the storm. Right now, it's just the push out onto the B site, one after the other. They get gunned down by Taz and Snacks, and that's a pretty perfect hold there for VP so far. Dupree, however, has managed to work his way out from Ivy, and he catches Bayali rotating over from the A site, so he's going to get a gun. But the bomb, Taz is just, he's sitting on top of it right now.
And Dupree decides to take a fight while in the fire. Really want to see if he can kill Neo with that little trick. But it doesn't work out that way. And now we're in the 14th round. Dignitas, they can buy here, but if they lose this round, it's actually probably going to finish 12-3 in favor of Virtus.pro, and that'd be too much to handle. I mean, you're right. Dignitas are generally a very strong CT side team, but even I think 3 rounds is a little bit too much. That's scary.
It's not what you'd like versus a team like VP, but I'm not gonna count them out completely.
Pasha, great spray down through the smoke. Device and Dupree, and AC falls next. Fetish is gonna go down. Pasha with a triple kill in about 5 seconds. Sibnix is gonna get the return, but not sure that it makes such a big difference right now.
He's boxed in as well now. Taz goes for the full mag spray, however, so he's going to have an opportunity to get out here. Neo's actually taking some pretty severe fire. Down to 2 HP. Taz, they're looking for it, but Sibnix is all over the place. Neo finally catches him like a quail in the sky, but that was some pretty fancy footwork there from Sibnix, getting up that ladder so fast. He nearly got the drop on Neo.
Yeah. 13-11, and 11-3, and look at it. Dignitas pistols. They have 4 deagles, which is a very Danish thing, it seems. They're going to have to hit some great shots here. That's what it's down to. If they could somehow make it 11-4. Actually, there's a big difference between 11-4 and 12-3.
It is. Again, it's that tiny cushion that you get from having 4 rounds. But it's going to be really tough with only pistols.
Doesn't seem to be working out. AC picks up 1 here. Device can't find the kill. And the first half ends 12-3 in favor of the Polish Virtus.pro team. Great performance here from them. A lot of rounds, I think, where Dignitas could have ended up winning it. But overall, there were just a lot of individual performances. A lot of headshots being landed by AC on the terrorist side. And then, obviously, Bayali and Snacks on the other team did quite well. And Taz, too. There was just, overall, a really, really good half from Virtus.pro.
Yeah, they won the duels that they needed to. VP were just able to be in the right place at the right time, it seems. And when it came down to individual performance, everybody was up to snuff tonight. So Team Dignitas, now they have to show us what they're capable of swapping over to the CT side. And as we said earlier, they are a very CT-sided team. They're very good on the defense. And Train, you know, it kind of plays to that. But it looks like VP has something special in mind. Smoke's going raining in onto this A site very quickly here, and it's just going to be straight up pressure non-stop.
It will be. AC with the kill here. Device has to land something. Dupree taking a fight with Snacks and does not come out on top. If they lose this round, then this game is going to be over much quicker than we want it to be. Device, very low on health, is going to make it around the corner here. And now they know where Pasha is, but the bomb is down. And this is a tricky, almost impossible retake because Virtus.pro are all over the map right now.
Yeah, Snacks finds Device looking the other way. Fetish is now here, only supported by Sipnix. Great headshot by Fetish, brings it back to a 2-on-3. Taking a little bit of fire, though. Has to be careful, and Snacks on a mission. He gets one flank. Fetish is still alive, but he's on the back line, nowhere near that bomb, and Neo from the other side of the map will find the headshot. VP are looking to end this very quickly here. Team Dignitas, they lose the pistol, and they're going to have to eco here, hard.
And
like, I'm thinking it's just hard eco, bye for the 14th round.
Yeah, I agree. And here we see, I think, one of the sort of iconic features of Train, as architecturally speaking, is that once you want to try and retake a bomb site like the A bomb site, you know, it could be difficult enough having to walk into a site where you have to look in multiple directions. But because of the two sniper spots, it's not just, you know, different directions, it's also different levels that you have to look at, and that makes it way more tricky for a CT side to get in and actually retake the bomb site, especially if you're a man or two down.
It's just exactly. It's kind of like A Inferno or, you know, something like that, where it's basically there are so many angles that you have to watch and whip around to that it's very tough. So if you don't have that advantage or you can't keep the momentum going, already Dignitas doing a lot of damage this round, managing to pick up 2 VP kills, nearly killing off Bialy and Neo as well. So that was way too close for comfort for VP. They might be a little rattled going into this round, but yeah, Team Dignitas, those two kills will give them a little bit more money to work with here, as they have to buy up to keep VP off match point.
Yes, indeed. And this has to be a victory, basically. Scout on Device, M4 on Dupree, couple of FAMASes, and then a Mag 7 on Sipnix. And there are spots to use the Mag 7. JW pointed that out to us. Actually, he doesn't use it where Sipnix is going. It might work anyway. Dupree with the opening kill on Neo is a good start.
That's about as good as it gets right now. That's going to be perfect. AC nearly getting mated into oblivion. He still gets the headshot on Bialy. That's insane. And this is just going all Dignitas here. Their buy round works perfectly, nearly. Are they going to be able to save some guns? Yes, Device does manage to pick up an AK. Sipnix looking to try and get one as well, but he's not going to find anything, so he's going to stay on that swag this round.
All right, Vendetta, I want the forecast here. Is Dignitas going to make a 12-round comeback and win this game?
Well, I predicted 16-12 in favor of VP, so I'm going to say that they're going to get 8 more rounds and then lose.
Okay.
Okay,
Semler, are you a believer?
When it comes to VP, to Dignitas CT, yeah, it's totally possible. I'm not counting them out. They can definitely weather it. Now, Device with the spray through the smoke, Pasha will be picked.
But the sneaky plant right in front of Dupree there, very nicely done, and very standard Train play coming out here in the eco run from Virtus.pro, which is great news. This is one of the great things about this map, and one of the fun things anyway, is you can smoke off right by this barrel. Now, I think most of you already seen this strat a couple of times, but it's worth emphasizing for anyone new who hasn't. You can't shoot through these barrels. So if you put the smoke up like they did and just put it down right in front, you're covered from a pretty big angle here. And that's cool. You can actually do not quite the same, but you can still smoke your way into B and put the bomb down pretty easily. So, yeah, Virtus.pro getting more money than they should here.
And managing to keep 4 guys alive is VP really trying to go for some kills there, but Team Dignitas, they managed to save guns and they keep 4 guys alive. So this is looking really good here for the Danes. They're starting to get a little bit of money on their side, and we all know how important that is. Not that they have much room to work with as far as, you know, keeping the money alive. You know, if they eco, they're dead pretty much, but it'll give them a little bit of breathing room, re-equipping people round after round. Oh, Dupree getting shot by AC there. AC, I'm not sure if he knew that his teammate was in that position. That's not going to help things for Dupree.
No, they gotta be careful. AC is right at the edge of the smoke, and so is Pasha. They're sneaking through each other. This is ridiculous. What are they doing? If they turn around, and there it is, Bialy takes down the player, and Pasha turns around just casually looking, wondering, wait, what happened? Fetch is just gonna go down. Now Pasha's angry, and he's gonna take the first kill here. Taz helping out, so making sure Bialy doesn't die, and it's now Device alone in a 1-on-3. The bomb site's lost, and Looks like Virtus.pro are going to go to match and map point unless Device can clutch this 1-on-3.
Oh, nice read there. He gets the kill. Turns it into a 1v2 situation. Now just going to be working his way towards this site slowly but surely. But the crossfire is set up. Taz is waiting in Pop Dog. And Neo is waiting around the corner by the second train. And this is actually looking like a situation that VP, it's going to be very tough for them to lose. Device would have to land a 180 shot to get this done. And he's going to get the first one. Now does he actually make the play? He's going to be able to upgrade to a rifle. He's got a smoke to get on this bomb. He could have time. He goes for the bait. He has no idea. Taz could get the drop on him, and Taz gets the kill. Saves it in the end, and it's fitting that it's Taz clutching it.
It is. Oh, he dies to the bomb, but I don't think he's going to care all that much. It's match and map point, so Dignitas, instead of fighting for a win, they're now fighting for 10 rounds in a row and overtime. Virtus.pro, I think all around. I mean, even if Dignitas are 10 rounds behind here, I think we've been shown some great Counter-Strike already, and this game is hopefully going to get even more interesting.
So, I mean, right now it's going to be whether VP can just close it or not, and they're just going for the straight push. Bomb, hand the man with it to just cover their back. Snacks is going to be able to stop the pre from going for a flank up Pop Dog, and that's not going to help things here for Dignitas. They've got a good nade that's about to land right on Neo, doing good damage, and Fetish finds the first frag, but this is still a 3-on-4 retake, but they're turning it into a 3-on-2.
Yeah, oh, Neo gets the spray down, but not quite. Device survives on 4 points of health, but this is still not looking very good, I think, for the Dignitas team. They have the kit here. Grenade is going to rain in. And are they going to get the defuse? They will get it. Snacks can't stop it. And the smoke is, for once, actually going to prevent Snacks from capitalizing on that. So, a bit of a crazy save coming out from Dignitas. They just went straight for the defuse.
That was all Device. Ven, were you watching Device's play there?
I was.
Like, that was all Device. That when he upgrades for the AK, it's unreal that he actually lives through that and gets that kill. Like, if he should die there. Like, 99 out of 100 times he dies in that situation, but Device finds the kill there. That turns everything. That was really impressive play from Device, and that's what we look for when we're watching Dignitas. Device is definitely a big playmaker for the Danes, and he came through big there now, keeping Team Dignitas in the run. VP, they kind of have a bit of a mix here. Snacks, M4 in hand, but they still need to find a way onto the site, and Snacks will find the first frag.
It's nicely done by Ali, and Snacks are the only ones alive here. Great headshot coming in. No bomb plant yet, and it's going to be pretty tricky. Well, actually, maybe if they could pick it up and get behind that barrel, there'd be a bit of a chance. Snacks is going to be found and gets double or even triple teamed. The Biley's going to go down, and it will be 7-15. 8 rounds more is what we're looking for, and it could be done. That's the crazy thing about Train. It could be done.
All hope is not lost for Dignitas by any means, but it's going to be tough. That's pretty much what it is. And this was a interesting buy from BP. They do have, obviously I think they realize the fact that they have such a big cushion that they can actually attempt to force up. But if they lose this one, they're going to be back to another eco. So they just want to end the game as quickly as possible.
Good grenade on by Ali here. They should try and end the game as quickly as possible, but not at the expense of giving too many rounds away, although right now they're not. Taz and Neo coming up with some big opening kills. And it's going to be 2-on-4. Once again, Dignitas have to go for a crazy clutch if they want to try and win it. Neo goes down with the bomb, but there's plenty of time for them to recover it. Device is caught in a corner here. He might be able to pick up Bayali if he gets the right angle. He spots Snacks, and that's actually going to distract him from the real objective. Bayali is going down anyway. And now Sibnix is on a bit of a crazy flanking mission. Look at this.
Yeah, he's trying to come all the way back around. Not sure if Taz heard that, though.
He did.
Yeah, Taz definitely heard that. He's getting in position to catch Sibnix. As soon as Sibnix shows himself, even if he's walking, Taz is ready for this.
Oh, that's a tragic... that was, I mean, great idea, but great position from Taz. And shows you how much sounds matter. Now Device, 1-on-2, has Dignitas' life in his hands here. Bomb is going to go down. He gets the one. He goes for the second one and has the pistol out now. He's going to have time to reload. He has the kit, so he could do this. One headshot on Snacks is going to be enough here, but one bullet from Snacks anywhere on Device is going to be enough to get the kill. And there it is. Headshot nonetheless. And Dignitas take it over the Danes. Well played.
Well, I guess that settles any doubts as to whether VP were going to be rusty on Train or not. Still looking really good on that map.
Agreed. Definitely very impressive. So guys, that is going to end that match, but it won't end our evening. We still have another game coming up for you guys, and this one is going to be quite a cool one as well. It will be Virtus.pro and Titan. Now, I think it's going to be a little bit delayed because we're still waiting for a couple of the Titan matches to be all over with, but hopefully we're going to get into it pretty soon. So please stick with us. Don't go too far. We're going to put a few adverts on, and we'll keep you up to date with when the game is actually going live. So yeah, some music being played, some fun adverts, but yeah, they do help us in the end, so we appreciate if you watch them. And get something to drink, invite your friends, and we'll be back soon enough with Titan and